Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex. Today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite Switch eShop deals coming in under $10 or your local currency. And here I cover the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. It's not the biggest of weeks volume wise this one, but there's a lot of new low prices. So with that, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals daily, and let's get started. Before we do get started, a shout out to Opera GX for sponsoring today's video. It's my personal web browser of choice. It's built with gaming in mind while complementing my daily activity perfectly. It's going to be everything from customization, so I think that color scheme and themes, even custom background images, through to a homepage called GX Corner, and that is built around gaming deals, news and upcoming releases. Alongside that though, I have all of my socials and music streaming in the sidebar. I have instant access to Twitch, Twitter, Spotify, and that is just a smaller sample as well. Here we have everything from Instagram to Facebook Messenger to YouTube Music and Apple Music as well. It's all rounded out then with an accompanying phone app for Apple or Android, and that even connects to the desktop version. Check out the link in the pinned comment though for all of the details. This is just the beginning of everything included with Opera GX, and of course it's completely free, so you have nothing to lose. Grapple Dog then to start off the video. It's a new low price here, 50% off, and this one, it's for the 2D platformer fans out there. Now, as the name may suggest, you'll be using a grapple hook to traverse these locations, and while it takes a little, let's say a while to get used to, it's absolutely worth the time. Love the visual style, I love the music, and I particularly liked the world map. It's a 3D overworld which you sail around. It's adding very little, but honestly it is just fun, and yeah, find my full review linked in the pinned comment down below. Before we do get to the rest of the video then, we do have a winner to announce for a $10 eShop gift card later in the video, and one more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below and the winner, they'll be announced in next week's video. Then if you are grabbing anything, consider using cornershop.gg for discounted eShop credit. It's going to be instant delivery via email, and you'll get 10% off at checkout using a code CORNER. Phoenotopia then is here with 50% off, that's matching the low price. I'm a massive fan of this release. It's another one I reviewed here on the channel. Think here though a love letter to Zelda 2 as it blends side-scrolling locations and dungeons with a top-down overworld. The gameplay though is spot on, solid platforming, fun combat, and the boss encounters, they are great fun as well. At launch it definitely had some balancing issues surrounding its difficulty, but this was quickly resolved. Throw in then a story of all of the adults being kidnapped from this world, and it's definitely good fun. I liked it enough that I picked up the physical release, and my full review it is in the pinned comment down below. Arise, a simple story definitive edition then. This one's going to be for the puzzle platformer fans out there. It's a game where you're going to be traversing a number of locations and covering the story of our lead. The main mechanic here, an ability to slow down and speed up time, which actually impacts everything from the environment around you to orbs that will light up a path for you to follow. Outside of a few moments where you must move quick or freeze, it's not a difficult game, but I really enjoyed its wordless story and this character's history and family. No spoilers today here as always, but check it out. It's a new low price, 65% off, and you can see my full review in the pinned comment below. Wallachia, Reign of Dracula then. At this one, it's describing itself as an action and shooter inspired by the classics, but really if you do look at the game, the main one, it's gonna be Castlevania. Now I wasn't a huge fan of the visual style honestly initially, but I did come around to them, and then I really ended up enjoying the game. You'll actually be able to hunt Vlad the Impaler, Vampire Edition I guess in this one, and it's going to be 7 levels of action. Think though waves of enemies, boss encounters, mini-games, unlockables, even voice acting to round out the package. Then it's even just a simplistic but fun storyline. Old school fans, take a look here, bargain of a price as well, and it's a new low price, that is 75% off. Farm Tycoon then, it's just a quick shout out, and full transparency, I covered this, it was a sponsored video on the channel, but I really enjoyed it. I've always been a fan of Tycoon building games, and this, it's very much in line with what you would expect, you know, inherit land and basically get to work. It's going to be everything from bank loans to staff management to construction. It was built with the Switch in mind, however, and that very much shows in the visuals and the performance. My main problem, I think my last attempt, I ended up about $1 million in debt. I just cannot get this business up and running. Check out my full video though in the pinned comment. That is going to be an overview of all of the different mechanics. Descenders then is here with 60% off, and this one, it's a downhill mountain bike experience. Definitely unique though, because it's blending together racing as well as roguelike. You'll basically tackle progressively challenging locations and tracks and simply try to survive them. Along the way though, expect everything from sponsors to the tracks getting considerably more ambitious. The game, honestly, not the best looking experience, that is for sure in the visuals department, but it's got it where it counts, and that is the gameplay. The format as well of the roguelike element just really works. It kept me hooked personally. I even loved the soundtrack though. That won't be for everyone. It is actually going to be pretty much exclusively drum and bass. Check out my full review in the pinned comment down below, but I do think this one is definitely worth a look. Freshly frosted then, it will be for the puzzle fans out there. It's another one that I reviewed here on the channel, so find that down below. But this one, it's going to be 20% off, a new low price. Not the biggest of discounts, but it was cheap to begin with anyway. Seems easy this one as well when you look at the idea, but it actually ramps things extremely quickly as you work through these different levels, creating what are conveyor belts that basically take these donuts to receive the correct toppings. I love the simplistic look to it all though, and it's actually pretty addictive as well. It even tries to pack a very simple narrative, which I would describe as honestly not a great story, but it definitely adds to that overall vibe. Black Future 88 then is here with a new low, 75% off. I really like the discount here personally. I think it's well worth it, and it's a self-described synth punk roguelike 2D action shooter. That pretty much alone sold me personally, but the idea here, you're going to be climbing a procedurally generated tower to reach the top and kill the owner. That is all before your own heart explodes. That is all information from the eShop, but I could not say it myself better. This one though, it's packing 5 playable characters. You'll be facing boss encounters, there's co-op play, and alongside this then, tons of weapons, tons of traps, and tons of challenge. It even in fact packs daily challenges as well. I think the visual style then and the music, it definitely tops it all off, and yeah, this one is well worth your time. Penko Park then is here with 25% off. That is a new low price, and this one a recent release on the Switch. I reviewed it here on the channel, and while it didn't get a huge amount of attention, it's a bit of a cult hit on other platforms, and it would be comparable to Pokemon Snap. The idea is near identical. Follow an on-rails path, snap away photos of the local wildlife, all while unlocking new areas to explore. Really liked it though. It's packing this unique visual style, and honestly there's almost an air of creepy to it all. It's never actually scary, just rather some of the designs and the creatures in here. Good fun though, I really enjoyed it, and you'll even unlock a few new abilities along the way which definitely enhance the experience. Our winner of the $10 eShop gift card, then it's going to be going to Games.com, who shouted out Moonlighter, and that is a bit of an indie gem. On sale a lot though, so I will say it's definitely worth an add to the library, but I'd probably wishlist it first, wait for that deep sale. Congrats to Tom, drop me an email to claim the code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. Death's Door then is our final game of the video, 50% off. That is a massive discount on this one, and that marks a new all-time low price for me. This was my indie game of 2021, it just delivered in so many areas. I think the easy comparison would be Zelda-esque, but its narrative and world just extremely unique. The idea though, you're playing a crow who collects up souls, and you're going to be jumping between 2 worlds. The black and white world you see in the trailer, that is your home. The color, that is basically the location you're sent to, I guess, let's say hunt. On a standard job though, the soul you need, it's going to be taken, and now you must get it back, because without it, you actually age. Fun combat, great visuals, and some interesting environmental puzzles make it a standout hit, and it's just a hell of a port as well. Check out my full review in the pinned comment down below. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library? Let me know in the comments down below. With that then, hit subscribe, but join us here for reviews and deals daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.